The election denier, ordered by a judge to pay $1,000 a day until he complies with a court order to provide proof of his claims, is now saying he won't pay it. But podcaster Joe Oltmann also suggested that he's likely to be asking his supporters for financial help.
They said, we're going to find you in contempt.
Joe Oltmann does a lot of talking, mixing calls for executions of his political opponents with predictions of coming political violence.
I said I want to send the media to the gallows, the mainstream media to the gallows, radical leftists to the gallows, traitors to our nation to the gallows, and they all kind of fit in the same bucket.
And now the conservative podcaster from Douglas County has been told to put his money where his mouth is, ordered by a judge in Colorado to provide proof of his election rigging claims or pay $1,000 a day to the Coloradan that he accused of fixing the 2020 election. That would be Eric Coomer from Denver-based Dominion Voting Systems.
And I'll be damned if I'm going to write a check to that piece of
This week on his podcast, Oltmann suggested he would defy the court order, but also said he might hit his listeners up for money.
I'd probably put out something that asks for your support.
Oltmann, a longtime business owner in Dougco, has bragged about his supposed wealth, but now his tone has changed.
We'll figure it out. Everything that I have is in my retirement, so it's should be easy. I've worked my entire life and literally have to walk away having nothing because of these pieces of trash.
Oltmann's conspiracy theory that Dominion worked with Antifa to rig the election made it all the way up to Donald Trump, where it was repeated. But Oltmann refused to provide proof, going so far as to walk out of a deposition in Denver to avoid questions, hence the contempt of court order, the daily fine, and this comment that he made about judges this week.
But did you know that judges actually remove their names and information from anywhere? That they can literally hide their addresses as if they don't exist. Scrubbed.
Oltmann closed his program with another prediction of coming violence.
And November is going to be the start of something very, 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 very kinetic. Now, do I want that to happen? No, I don't. But I don't want my children to be groomed either. I don't want perverts and Satanists to be the one that gets the last word.
Oltmann's extremism and talk of violence has not caused him to be shunned by other Colorado Republicans. He was nominated for governor from the floor of their 2022 state assembly. Gubernatorial nominee Heidi Ganahl went on Oltmann's show to accept his endorsement that year. And Congresswoman Lauren Boebert recently held an event at his gun store.